Hey guys, Joe Kulas here once again for K Tactical. Today I have the GSG AK-47. Now basically, German Sport Guns, that's what GSG stands for, made a couple of guns before this, which, I got the GSG 5P, which is Class 3 SBR there. I have the GSG 5, the GSG 5PK, and then the AK-47. Then they've also done the 1911 cents, and again in all 22 calibers. For anyone, flat out, I'm going to list a couple things. Basically, what they do is in Germany, they make a lot of airsoft rifles. So these guns are more or less based on an airsoft platform for real look-alike guns, but then they actually CNC machine the internals to more or less accept 22 caliber, if that makes sense. You can actually check their website and Google it. I might annotate it in, not sure about the actual website address offhand. So, but more or less what we got here is a very, very, very close look-alike AK. Now, I'm going to go through a couple things here of how obviously it's not, and then, maybe later on I'll go really in advanced otherwise. But alright, first off, gas tube, there's no actual gas tube. Obviously, it doesn't have a huge bolt and all that fun stuff. This still comes up. It's like a little functioning thing. So that way you're able to take off the hand guards. But you see there's nothing in there. It just goes down and that locks the top hand guard in place. That's one of the biggest things. And as well, use that to take off the bottom part, etc., etc. Alright, same thing with this. It's all fake. And then as well, throughout some of it, you can see the screws here and there. But again, not things that you really notice offhand. As well, muzzle brake. This piece comes off, and basically that'll allow you to put like a Gemtech adapter for like silencers or other actual muzzle brakes. So cleaning rod actually does function, which is kind of cool. That unscrews all the way, and it actually screws in well compared to other AKs. Sight bases here. Alright, it looks like a sight. It actually does. Sorry guys, a couple bugs out here. You can obviously adjust it. But as well, it's not set up like a standard one. It has a different complete setup. So again guys, camera's joggling around here. Sorry about that. There's a lot of bugs out here, a lot of mosquitoes and some bees, so a little bit of a noise just swatting them off me. Anyways, it is not set up like a standard spring system, just to note that. Obviously the bolt is different. I'm gonna pop this open. Alright, let's set this camera down for a second. Alright, took that off. It doesn't have the standard, obviously, coil spring. They just did a little fake implant. And then it works off pretty much a standard bolt system from like the GSGs with an adapter more or less as well for the AK. Safety as well. It actually has a full lining for it, so it's like not going to mar up the receiver, which I think was kind of a cool idea. And then it has the little circle slots. Again, good idea. Makes it so it holds it a little more in place, so you actually have to manually kind of move it. And as well, it's a bolt safety from coming back, and as well, trigger safety. So, kind of neat how that works, obviously. Again, unfortunateness is here it doesn't accept all AK stuff. Can it be adapted, probably, like drum molded and modified to accept? Probably. You have your rear tang, which is actually more of like a stock block, and then under that, you have another tang, which is where, again, the big differences come in. Alright, your standard scope mount here, or your side scope mount, I should really say, that as well is kind of, I guess it's not like mil-spec by any means, and it's plastic, which I'm really looking down upon it. So, obviously don't buy anything expensive for it, and, don't beat on it, because, it doesn't mount like a standard scope mount. So, just kind of be aware of that. So I don't know if you could actually swap other ones off there, because I took the EOTech with the KVAR mount off my other AK. I'm like, oh, swap this on here, and even though obviously kind of went on, it was really, really loose. I'm like, well, screw it, I'll just shoot it with the iron sights. So as well, you have some sort of, I'm actually not 100% sure what this is. I think it's a take apart tool. There's something in there that will like release. Now let's get back to this. The front sight. It actually has a little bit of a notch with it. Let's see if I can get this in here. That's not standard as well. Maybe you'll see it when we look through the rear and front. Well, let's see if I can get this here for you. Sorry guys, yep. There we go. It's kind of circled there. Otherwise, I mean, you know, besides those key points, it does very much resemble an AK. Oh, actually one other thing too. Again with grips. Has a different bottom grip. So again, sorry guys, these bugs are really annoying me today. I'm trying to get that in the MIG well. As just like a general standard, it's not bad. Now let's talk about price point. I got mine all together after FFL and shipping. Holy crap, these are getting worse here. I got mine for about $311, $312 after you know, all tax, all the shipping and FFLs. I think that's a steal. Comes with a 24 round MIG, which is, well, obviously 22, so think it's not a bad price. I know these things can quite vary in price. It's just like everything else, supply and demand. It's been out for a while, so the supply is much more higher, demand isn't as high. You know, give it a cheaper price. $311, $312, great price in my opinion. Okay. When these first came out, they were like $455. I was like, yeah, I'm all right. You know, I was like, cool. But, and again, if you're looking at something like a high cap 22 that actually functions, which I shot about 75 rounds here earlier, functioned great. I'll actually go hopefully into one of these. Actually, well, it might not happen, so I guess I'll do that now. But I had two of these hiccups. Sorry. These are just killing me here. Basically what happened is just right there at the very end, I had a round. Let me see, I can't see any on the ground, but I had a round fold, you know, got kind of crunched in there. And basically when I was, you know, trying to rip this back, the charging handle was like, I was basically touching the round while it was really hot. So kind of the disadvantage there was okay, you know, to actually unjam this thing right off the back, I had to touch a hot round. So kind of the disadvantage there with that. So, but again, you know, otherwise, I mean, it functions pretty well. Only had two little hiccups. Again, it's probably breaking in a little bit. I'll update that a little more. And as well, I'm going to do some, I guess, test footage here. And as well, this comes in two real versions right now. It comes in a synthetic, which is obviously the one I have, and then it comes in wood. The wood is better than the standard Romanian wood, I would say. But is it, you know, awesome? Not by any means. So, but, you know, again, for the price, I think it's a good overall price, you know. What most I'd pay for this would probably be about $400 for FFL and shipping and all that stuff. But if you really look at the price of like buying a 1022, you know, about $240-ish, really depending on where you get them. I went to Cabela's today and saw them for $230. I remember buying my first for $180. You know, and then pimping it out by whether, you know, you want a stock, you want like a really nice wood stock and a scope, or you want a side folding, you know, Tapco, whatever. You're probably gonna spend a couple extra $100 in there anyways. So that's kind of something you have to take into mind anyways. You know, and again, it's pretty much as it comes. It's pretty cool setup. You really can't go wrong. And some people, I remember when I first looked at these when they first came out, again, 450, you know, 5-ish. People are saying, well, heck, man, why I could buy a Romanian for $400 or $500? Why in the hell would I buy a 22 AK? Okay, some great points there. For one, it's 22, so you can shoot it all day. That's one of the main differences, obviously. Are you going to have the recoil and the, you know, like just the fun factor there? No. And that's, I mean, that's an obvious, you know, point about this, but you know, it's, for one, it's 22, so obviously two different things. And as well, Romanians are used surplus part put together guns. Most Romanians have some sort of problem. And as well, if you ever buy a Romanian, make sure you check out the gun before you actually, like, even though you see the display one, make sure you take a look at the actual one you're buying before you get it. Check out my Romanian video if you're interested in that. I just did one not too long ago. But, you know, for price point wise, what they're at now, I think it's a great deal, especially for just a little bit over $300 and a 24 round mag. You really can't go wrong. And the mag, just to even make it sweeter for you, is marked. So I mean, again, you know, it has some sweet things about it. And bees are everywhere, guys. not fun situation. So I'm going to do a little bit quick shooting with this, and then I'm going to call it wrap. Once again, though, thanks for watching. Feel free to sub and check out my other videos if you're interested. Alright, hopefully this is the best angle for everyone. I have these two reactive targets, so. This is actually the other one thing I was going to talk about, as you can see. Trying to get the camera angle, looking through it here, guys. Where is it? Alright, there we go. Sorry, guys. See how that kind of happened? And sometimes they're up more, so racking it back is not the funnest thing. So, again, that's about, it seems, I guess that's happened a little bit each mag, so one thing to kind of be a little leery of there. Failure to extract. Oh, happened again. Alright. Alright, take two as well. Note this though, they are a little bit more pickier on ammo from the seam of it, and also from what I did on research. So make sure you try a couple different ammos. What I'm using today is just the standard Federal. So that one seemed to function flawless, so you know, maybe it is the ammo. Let's do a couple more makes here. Or I mean, sorry, the breaking in. That was a failure to feed. That's just really quick shoot. Again, yeah, that's the whole mag there. But it looks like it can pretty easily, you know, go through a whole mag. Again, I'm gonna go for breaking in, kind of. But yeah, maybe that's why it's having the problems. It seems to be running pretty good overall. So maybe dump one more mag through the heck of this just for the fun of it. But besides that, you know, it's not getting hot because of how the barrel's set up. So that's kind of, well, not too hot really. So overall, I think it's a pretty good gun so far. Sorry, again, those bees are killing me. So again, thanks for watching.
What?
Oh no, it isn't good. And it's out.